Land's birthday. Wish him well on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! Thanks!
Huh? I was today years old when I learned that today is Lan's birthday. Cool. Happy birthday, Lan, I guess. Is that a real thing? I gotta look it up online. Hold up. Does it say his birthday anywhere? It doesn't say his birthday anywhere. Hold on. Or does it? Where did that information come from? Whatever. Anyways. We're playing BN4 again. Because I gotta... I've never actually finished this, this game on my Switch, ironically. I did finish it on my, I did finish it, Blue Moon on Steam, but I never actually finished the Switch version, and so we'll do a little bit of playing down there tonight. BN4 specifically. Now, I'm like wondering if there's any chips I need to like really collect still. I could go get one more High Cannon E if I wanted to. I do get Thunder Soul in my next run, so Thunder Soul, I could try to start using it. I'm like curious how I could get some of these chips. Yeah, Heat V maybe I want to collect as well. I don't know how I don't have Heat VF. I should even collect that chip. I don't even have the collect program active right now. So that's the first thing I should do is probably equip that program. I saw that I need Twin Fang 2.0. So I should probably go get that chip as well. Oh, it's Heat VC, not V. Oh, I don't have that. Where do I get that? How do I not have Heat VC? I need to fight Spiky EXs. Okay, so I gotta find Spiky EX somewhere. I mean, let's take it one step at a time. Let's, get rid of the fish program and put oil body in. Hey, Blaze! Oh, good news. My multi-stream is working today. We love when that happens. Do I have super armor? I do have super armor. Awesome. Yeah, I guess this is what we're doing. You're grading incident music? You mean you don't love it when that music plays constantly in BN4? Isn't this the best music ever? Life is treating me okay. Oh, you know, one day at a time. Getting close to summer, so looking forward to that. Anyways, what was I gonna do? Alright, let's go see if I can find... I'm assuming Nephrica area has the virus I need right now. I'm gonna see if I can collect as many chips as possible. I think I double checked a lot of the... I checked every net area that I have access to yesterday, and it looked like I picked up every blue and purple mystery data, so I think I'm fine in that regard. So now it's just a matter of... I still have plenty of money for the next run as well. So now it's just gonna be a matter of... Oh, I don't have the collect program equipped. Man. Well, that's because we hear BN4's music so often that it's hard to not be annoyed by it, honestly. Since you played through the game 3 times and they have that music playing every 4 seconds. Totally forgot about having... What is it? I need to have collect program in here as well. I have spin white, but I don't know if... I don't have spin red. That should be fine. Hold on. A little body right there. And then I can still equip undershirt as well. In fact, I can drag each of those down to make it look prettier. And I'll do attack plus. I don't think I'm going to do that. I like Valorant 6 music in general. Valorant 6 has my favorite intro theme and battle theme, honestly. Right now, I'm pretty sure I could get the spiky 2 EXs to appear around this area. So let's do this. Let's try and sure enough, there's spiky 2 EX, and although my folder is technically weaker now because I don't have as many chips to choose from, Fire Soul is so ridiculously overtuned for this early on in the game that it doesn't matter. I have a movement bug because of the super armor though. That pulls me up to the front. Okay, there's V. That's not a bad thing. VE, I said I wanted a couple of as well. I need to like design a folder that's gonna allow me to S-rank viruses though, not just like actually S-rank them. Okay, I don't think I could bug super armor right now. Unless it's not super armor that's bugged. Hold on. I think it is super armor now. Yeah, it's because I have oil body and super armor bugged. Hold on. Be smart then and bug another red program. If I can. I don't have spin red. Alright, we don't need to bug anything then. We'll just throw that and that. And where was collect? There. Good enough. Good enough. I was trying to bug. I wanted to bug the customizer to make the encounter bug happen, but that's okay. As long as I'm forcing, we just want spiky EX viruses to appear right now, so I could get the chip for it. Heat VC. I like, even if I don't use the chips, I like having them just in case. Like the virus, depending on what virus it is, will keep the fight. I guess I can keep this. This is a free double delete if you know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing, so. Oh. That was not a double delete for some reason. Weird. Oh, because the... Never mind. I'm dumb. Okay, Mad Bolt E is kind of nice, though. Even though we already... Okay, never mind. We already have 10 of those. Nice. Yeah, I mean, this is what we're going to do tonight. We're playing Valorant 4. We're playing it casually. This is my main account on my Switch. We're just playing through the game, collecting battle chips. Nothing too crazy. Other than the fact that I'm about to throw a stupid overpowered combo. One way to S-rank virus fight is to just do that. Totally unnecessary, but very fun to do. We're gonna look for some of these heat V chips. We need to look for, I think the Walla, whatever the second level is, the EX form of it. Oh, back to the heat spread. I love this program advance so much. Good, we got it. Flameline 2 comes in E code. That's nice. And I have 18. I have 18 of those. Wonderful. Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, this is what I never finished over summer, was collecting all these chips. And then I got bored of Battlefield 4 and moved on to another game. I don't even remember what else I did over summer. But apparently, from the looks of it, Spiky EX is not the only fire virus that pops up here, unfortunately. We need Spiky 2 EX in order to get the Heat VC. Otherwise, I'm just going to give up on that and not care about it, because I really don't see myself using that chip much in a folder. Yeah, you know what? Let's focus more on the chips I know I definitely do want instead. Which, I mean, I don't even know what I actually do want. I don't need Cannon A, B, and C when I have them in Star Code. I kind of want to get High Cannon. How do you get High Cannon D? High Cannon D is found in Meteor Comp 1 Blue Mystery Data or Chip Order, which means that that chip I need to get from Chip Traders, which I don't want to do. High Cannon E we can get from ACDC Area 1 right now in Green Mystery Datas. We have 4 copies of Heat of, yeah, Cannon C we do, okay. So we could get one more copy of High Cannon E. M Cannon, I think I can't get any more until the next playthrough. Yeah, it was in a Blue Mystery Data, and then Green Mystery Data. I could get M Cannon G from Sharo Area Green Mystery Data. Oh, that's fun. Or on the net 4 Blue Mystery Datas. I just haven't been getting. Oh, Blue Mystery Data. Hold on. Okay, let's go for that now. We'll just get rid of. We can hold on to the Royal Body Program for now. It doesn't matter. Who's ready to watch me grind Mystery Datas? So do I have enough sub-untraps? I don't have untraps. Let me buy some sub-chips while I have the money for it. Buy all energies, because I think I was out of those completely. Alright, I can't find any more unlockers or the other one. I should probably also check. I think this guy did. Oh, okay. I don't know which comps I have and have not been to. So I should try some random comps and see if I've actually collected their mystery datas or not. So I just feel like Valorant 6 in general just had such good music. I mean, the entire Valorant series as a whole has good music, but 6 just really, a lot of people say that they really like figured out the sound on the Game Boy Advance very well by that point, and that's why they were able to make such good music. We go actually first to Electown. So I do want to buy untraps. I might take a few trips into the internet here. So having a bunch of untraps would be a good idea. And look, I still have so much money left over. I can see myself doing like a G-code folder, honestly, that has M Cannon in it, because I would be using it with, totally just from home. I don't need to be anywhere else. Hello, Spice. Welcome back. I'm ready to hear about your Digimon escapades. I believe you said you were doing Vikemon only last night, I believe is what you said, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to... Sharo is actually not... Okay. Alright, let's do this. No, actually, you know what? Let's be smart. Let's be smart. I should go direct. I forgot that Charo doesn't have a weight. I forgot you can't jack directly into Charo's net. I thought that there was a shortcut for it. I don't know why I thought that. Taking a break from it tonight. Nice. It's like me and how I'm taking a break from Donkey Kong 64 randomizers, except for I'm probably gonna end up doing that today. You know what I started doing last night that I haven't done in a long time? Pokemon Emerald Map Randomizer. I found a ROM from a Pokemon Emerald Map Randomizer from probably years ago that I never ended up playing, and I was like, oh, let's do this a little bit. I ended up doing that for an hour last night and found a Master Ball and then found Ho-Oh right afterwards, which was awesome. I might get back into doing those, honestly. Those are pretty fun. Like the 2 times that I tried it out. Okay. Let's see if I could get these cannons. Or I could get 600 Zennies, that's cool too, I guess. I also don't have Wide Blade S, which I need to get from the Undernet. But I... yeah. Got bug break. Right. Do I really need to do this? Okay, I'm gonna get one of them from the Toy Robocomp in the 3rd playthrough. So if I could get 2 M cannons, I'll have 3 of them, and then the 4th one is guaranteed. That's actually not bad. I could probably work on getting 2 M cannons and G-Code, because I could see G-Code actually has some pretty decent chips for... let's go in here, because I actually have a Gut Soul folder here. Vulcan Star obviously comes in a G-Code. Magnum doesn't, but Vulcan 1 comes in the G-Code. Guard 2, I think, come in the G-Code. And then obviously you have like the Gun Soul line. You have M Cannon, which will get plus 30 damage from Gut Soul. Twin Fang would get plus 30 damage from Gut Soul Mag Bolt. I feel like Gut Soul and Thunder Souls like work really well together. Because like Thunder Soul with Mag Bolt 2, Twin Fang 3, M Cannon, more Twin Fang 3s. The only way to get more of them would be through Chip Trader, but that's fine. Moko Rush gets boosted damage, Circle Gun gets boosted damage. Like, these are all decent chips for Gut Soul. You could play God Hammer, that would be fun. I've basically never used this chip before, so it would be really fun to be able to use it. And then obviously the Gutsman chip. So I feel like I could do a G-Code folder. Break power. Pre-power? Like, come on, that would be fun. I could also, if I wanted to, build that H. Oh, I can't. I only have 1 Magnum H. How did I make that? Oh, I must have made that folder on my Steam account. That's what it was. So yeah, I could see myself doing like a G-Code folder for Gut Soul. That would be fun. That would be something fun to work on. Yeah, let's get M cannons in G-Code. I only need 2 of them, which is not bad at all. I only need 1 of them, which is pretty good. That was nice and quick. I would have laughed if that was the 2nd one. I guess, I mean, Airshot Star would be nice if I don't have 4 of them, but I don't think I need that. And you could get it from Town Area too. How many Airshot Stars do I have? Actually, I have 4 of them. That's fine. If I ever wanted to run Wind Soul, though. To be honest, I don't really play Wind Soul much. I like using Gyro Soul a lot. I don't like Wind Soul that much. I think I'm just not good at using it because I haven't used it enough. So that Wind Soul only run that's coming up is going to be really entertaining. I'm probably going to die a lot, and I'm going to have to rely on Sword Chips, unfortunately. Heat Breath D is a pretty good chip, just not for right now. Of course, we get a virus. Why wouldn't we? Yeah, we don't need Mag Bolt 2E. So many of those that there's no point in getting another one. Alright, here's a great question for people. When Digimon Story Time Strangers come out, should I stream it? It's in a while. I think it's like September or October that game is coming out. But I think it could be fun for me to stream it since it's on Steam only. It's not going to be one of those, like, it's not going to be like a Switch game that I can easily play like while I'm commuting or something. So that I would want to play it without streaming it. I'm wondering, I might actually stream that game. If I do, I might also stream Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memories beforehand. But playing Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memories is going to be really interesting because I would basically be playing those games and trying not to rely too much on the Digimon farms. But did you guys know? I just want to see something really funny. Here's my profile, and all the games that I played and stuff. Where are we? Here's my profile. I have put 330 hours into the Legacy Collection. That makes sense. I put 45 hours into Age of Calamity. I don't know why Home is at 25 hours. X Legacy Collection 70 hours. That makes sense. Game Boy Advance 110 hours. Also makes sense. Legacy Collection 1, 65 hours. Okay, makes sense. 300 hours onto Pokemon Violet. I believe that. Absolutely. Tears of the Kingdom, 150 hours. I absolutely believe that. 140 hours onto Pokemon Legends Arceus. Absolutely. Okay. Pokemon Scarlet, 50 hours. Sure. I played that one a lot less. Right? Like, crazy playtimes, right? On my games. Oh, it's missing from here. Hold on. Oh no, I was trying to show my playtime on Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Unfortunately it's not showing, but my play hours on Cyber Sleuth is probably like 500 or more hours. I think all those games, the numbers are inflated because I think if you put your Switch to sleep and it's running a game while it's asleep, I think it still counts as like play hours on your Switch profile. And the fun thing is that when I played Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth on my Switch, if I were to put my Switch to, like, if I just like put it to sleep overnight without turning it off, time would still be passing in the game for the Digimon farms. So basically I would just get free farm experience overnight. So when I would wake up the next morning, like half my Digimon would be like maxed level already without me having done anything. It was great. I might actually do that in if I stream Cyber Sleuth, if I stream Cyber Sleuth and if I stream Time Strangers and that happens again, that'd be great. Time Strangers, however, is going to be on Steam, not on Switch. So I don't know if I'd be able to do that with Time Strangers, but if I ever do stream Hacker's Memories and Cyber Sleuth, I would definitely do that to make sure my Digimon are like leveling up and whatnot. That'd be so much fun. I still need to make that post on YouTube, ask about like what other games people want to watch me play. Farms are extremely better in Dawn and Dusk because they're... Oh yeah, well... Yeah, Digimon farms are really strong in Cyber Sleuth because of that. Because you could just put your Switch to sleep and your Digimon... I was about to say Pokemon. You put your Switch to sleep and your Digimon are still gaining experience in the farm, so when you wake up the next morning, your Digimon are already maxed out level and you can like Digivolve them and everything that you need to do. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, we don't want the farms to be useless, because that's like one of the staple things in the Digimon series, I feel like. You don't have anything that's like really that similar to a Digimon farm in the Pokemon games, so I feel like that's like one of the drawing factors. Is you strategically using your farms. Dude, why am I just getting like small amounts of Zennies right now? I got that first M Cannon G immediately, and now I'm struggling to find another one. What the heck? And I still need to go for Twin Fang 2-0. Which is kind of annoying. Well, we know what to do here. Triple. I also need to determine which save file I'm going to use to do a Dark Soul run. I think I'm going to use my second profile. I was originally going to use this profile to do a Dark Soul run. I don't think I want to do the Dark Soul on this one anymore. I'm gonna think of another. I'll do it a different way. I don't think there's a way for me to save that mystery data, unfortunately. Can't get you started on things I'm not sure of myself. That's obnoxious. Alright, we're gonna do this real quick. Wait, did they both? They had more than 100 HP, I'm so dumb. Twin Fang 2P. I'm looking for Twin Fang 2-0, so I probably have to S rank the EX or something. Keep Brett the D. Wonderful. One of the other things I liked about Cyber Slough, the heck am I saying? One of the things I liked about Cyber Sleuth was the fact that you can only get to 200% on your scans. So like it didn't feel like your Digimon would be so much weaker if you did a scan conversion at 100% scan in Digimon World DS. But in Cyber Sleuth, the fact that you could do it at 100% and there's really not that big of a drawback other than your ability stat just starts at 1. And then if you get to 200% scan, which is the highest in that game, you get 5 on your ability stat, which is a nice difference, but it's not like super detrimental to do it at 100. Like, that's so nice. Ah, it's too much. That's way too long. That's almost as bad as the what's it called, Safari Zone in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I do not need Twin Fang 2P game. I do not. Here's something I don't like about Valorant games, and that happens a lot in this game in particular. I don't like how often you can get chips via green mystery data in the same area where the virus that drops that same chip and the exact same code appear. Like, that's dumb. No, Cyber Sleuth, it goes up to 200% for the scan percent. Just up to 200, which in my opinion is way better. Because I've grinded Digimon up to 999% before in Digimon World DS, and that took forever, even with me speeding the game up. Like, keep breath. Alright. Crafting 500 enemies? Not what I wanted, but whatever. I will definitely be playing those games at some point on stream, though. And I'll probably let viewers tell me what to digivolve into and stuff as an incentive. Yeah, I think in Digimon World DS and Dawn and Dusk, you could go up to 999% and it increases your stats, I believe, but it's not actually a necessity. It's basically like increasing the IVs of your Pokemon. I don't think I needed that untrap, did I? Unless I need it here. Yeah, I did not need that untrap. I don't know why I used it. Hey, Gouda, at least you're not doing challenge runs of that game like some idiot in my chat. Yeah. Isn't it fun when developers like make features of games that rely on the internet and then the internet servers go down because the DS servers are just dead because it's an old system? Isn't that fun? You know what's gonna be really fun, guys? When you have a physical cartridge for a third-party Nintendo Switch 2 game, and then the internet is gonna go down eventually for the Nintendo Switch 2 because it's gonna be an old console in like 10 or 15 years. It's gonna be so funny when people have those the code cards, and they can't use them. It's gonna be so funny. I can't wait. There is no saving this mystery data, unfortunately. I mean, there is, but I would have to do stupid things. How would A code be for Windfang, Element Sand, Binder, Counter, Guard? A code looks like that could work for Thunder Soul. I refuse to buy Switch 2. I'm gonna buy, I mean, here's what I've been saying about it. I think the cost of the Switch 2 isn't actually that bad. I expected it to be like 400, so the fact that it's 450 isn't really that big of a difference in my opinion. So I'm like, okay, 450 for the console, fine. $80 for the games. Most games are not going to be worth that, but yeah. Unfortunately, there's not really like, there's not going to be any boycotting that. There's way too many people that are going to be like, yeah, that's totally fine. Game prices are going to go up eventually anyways. And that's true. Prices of games would have gone up eventually anyways. But I think it's, what sucks is that it's a 100 and it's a 33% price increase. They're going from 60 to 80. That is a third of the price added on again. Yeah, but the problem is that we can say don't buy AAA, but the problem is that if you buy third-party games, you can only buy the like you can only buy them. Actually, no, I'm saying the wrong thing. The problem is that since third-party games are not going to have physical, like actual physical copies, since third-party games are going to be using those code cards. Once the internet servers for Nintendo Switch 2 go down, there are no more third-party games basically, because there's no online, there's no server, so there's no shop. Hey, it's my M Cannon. There's no shop anymore to buy games online, but the physical copies aren't going to work out anymore either. Yeah, that's what that is why we like Steam. Is there anything else I needed? Alright, what's the next chip I want to grind for? Okay, so we could do High Cannon E, unless I could get another one of them in the next playthrough, but I don't think I can. High Cannon E comes in AC/DC Area 1, so let's do that. So yeah, the $80 games is kind of a huge downgrade in my opinion. I think it sucks that we're gonna have to pay $80 for games now, and the entire industry is really gonna move in that direction now. That, like, I think, didn't Xbox already say that they're doing it too? Yeah, pretty much. You know, the thing that really bothers me right now, though, is the tech demo game that they made, the welcome tour. Why is it $10? Why can't that just be with the system? Like, the Wii had Wii Sports attached to it. Why can't Nintendo Switch 2 have welcome tour attached to that? I mean, there's a lot of issues with the Switch 2. Like, let's put it this way. Yes, it's true that I can't afford one right now, and so one of the big reasons that I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 is because I just can't afford one at the moment. But when I am able to afford one, I'm still not going to buy one, because what am I going to buy it for? Realistically, the only things that are like on the Switch 2 right now are Mario Kart, and that's it. I mean, it's Mario Kart, but I don't like the whole thing with the I love Mario Kart, like, don't get me wrong, I love Mario Kart, and I feel like if I play Mario Kart World, I feel like I would love it, but there's two issues with Mario Kart World. Number one, I don't think a single Mario Kart game and nothing else at the moment is realistically enough to make the Switch 2 a huge success. I'm not saying no, that's what it is. It's just cart. Some remasters or ports and old Switch games are running better, yeah, but like that shouldn't be enough to sell a console. Wait, you have to be good at Mario Kart 8? I thought I could just hit buttons and hope for the best. Well, that's exactly what it is in Mario Kart World. That's what I'm saying. Why is Donkey Kong a month away? Why wasn't that a release title? That should have been a release title. Like, there's no reason for Donkey Kong Bonanza to be an entire month away. It should have been a release title alongside Mario Kart World. Like, this is why I'm saying that even if I had the money for a Switch 2 right now, I would not have been buying one. Don't get me wrong, I'm upset about the fact that games cost $80, but I'm also of the mindset that I'm just gonna buy fewer games. Like, guys, I bought a Nintendo Wii when I was a kid, or not when I was a kid, this is when I was in high school. But when I was in high school, I bought a Nintendo Wii. Do you know what games I bought for it? Super Smash Brothers and a Naruto game. That's it, that's all I had. And I had so much fun with my Wii anyways. Legends ZA as a launch title? So did I. I also thought that they were going to do Legends ZA as a launch title, so the fact that that's coming out months later is kind of surprising to me. I'm also a little bit worried that I'm not going to be buying Legends ZA, because if it was made for the Switch 2, it's probably going to run like dog water on a Switch 1, and so I'm probably going to end up not playing that game, which is a shame, because I'm really looking forward to that game. Also, I got bad news about Animal Crossing. I don't think they plan on making any more Animal Crossing games. From what I remember hearing, I think they said that the most recent Animal Crossing game is their last one. So if you're not planning on buying a Switch 2 until they make an Animal Crossing game for it, you're probably not buying a Switch 2. Me personally, I'm probably gonna buy a Switch 2, but I'm gonna wait until the next Legend of Zelda title. Legend of Zelda sells consoles. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because I very well could be wrong about this. But I believe that when the Wii came out, I think Twilight Princess was a launch title on it. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that when the Nintendo Wii came out, I'm like 90% sure that Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess was a release title for it. And on the Switch, Breath of the Wild was a release title. Which tells us that the two more recent Nintendo consoles that were huge financial successes both launched with a new Legend of Zelda game. The Switch 2 is not doing that, and that, I think, can say a lot about how the console's gonna perform. Hi, Canon E, we're done. We just needed that one copy of it. If you guys are wondering why I'm working so hard on getting chips that I probably am never gonna use in the future, it's because I'm gonna use the save file for full decoder, so it's nice to have extra chips available. GameCube, I believe, did launch. I don't know if it launched with Wind Waker or not, but the problem with Wind Waker was that people didn't like the art style, which is funny, because now Wind Waker is a fan favorite game, but at the time people were criticizing it for being cartoony. They kind of looked at the graphics and judged the game based off of that, instead of judging it based off of the story and how fun and good the game actually was. Once people realized that it was actually a fun game, they started praising it. Feels a bit early for a new big Zelda game. True, because Tears of the Kingdom was relatively recent. Tears of the Kingdom was what, 2 years old now? Wind Waker aged like fine wine, and I'm kind of mad that I never played that. Like, Wind Waker is the only like real major Legend of Zelda game that I haven't played. I have played A Link to the Past was like the first Legend of Zelda game that I owned. So I played A Link to the Past. I played A Link Between Worlds as a result of that, because of course I did. And I played Echoes of Wisdom, which if you guys have played Link to the Past and Link Between Worlds, you'll notice that the Echoes of Wisdom map is almost exactly the same map. So it's all like within a relatively short time period, those 3 games. I did play Ocarina of Time. I played Majora's Mask, but I never finished Majora's Mask because of reasons. I played Twilight Princess. I own Twilight Princess. I actually have it right now. I have a physical copy of it. I played Skyward Sword on HD, the HD remake when it came out on the Switch. I played Breath of the Wild. I played Tears of the Kingdom. So every like major Legend of Zelda game I have played before, except for Wind Waker, and I'm super sad about it because I know that Wind Waker is incredible. And I will play it eventually. I promise I will. Is there anything else I want here? I don't think I need or even want Vulcans. Nor do I think I can get any more of them. Yeah, I can't get Vulcan anymore unless it's through traders. I don't think I need Vulcan 2. Vulcan 2 and B code maybe would be fun, but how do I get that? Vulcan 2B is a Blue Mystery Data only. Okay, never mind then. The fact that Vulcan 2 and 3 both come in O code is kind of interesting to me. Vulcan 3T is an Undernet 2 thing, and or chip order, or Undernet 2 Green Mystery Data Green. Okay, so Vulcan 3 I can still get in the next game. I don't care about that. Vulcan 3W I can get from Toy Robocomp or Toy Robocomp as well. Okay, whatever. We have Spreader Star, which is all I need. Heat Shot D I have, they're just all in this folder. I still need to get my Heat GC code, but I don't think I need it that desperately, so we'll skip over that for now. I think I'm fine on Bubble VC. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think 15 of them is more than enough. Stupid. Bubble Side D, I can just get in the next playthrough off of viruses. I don't need it off of mystery data. Do I have Thunderball Star? I do. I also have Thunder 2. How do I not have another copy of Thunder 2S? How do I get Thunder 2S? Oh, that's a blue. Okay. It's a Yumland area green mystery data. Okay. What else comes in Yumland area? Hold on. I'm kind of just like looking through. Get from green mystery data here. I'm looking through right now as well. I can get anything of value. Oh, Binder 2T might be nice to get in the park area. Oh, we'll get back to that. Okay. Let me see what else I can get from Yumland in case I need anything else from Yumland area. I can get Flameline 2F, Heat Side D, which I already got, and Thunder 2S. That explains why I have 3 copies of Thunder 2S, because I actually did spend a lot of time in Yumland area on this playthrough, because I was trying to get the Heat Side chip in D code before going to Game 3. So me having 3 copies of Thunder 2S, which is found in that area, does make sense. I don't think I put it in a different folder or anything. No, I did not. Okay. Alright, let's try to get 1 copy of Thunder 2S. Oh boy, our first Twitch viewer is here. Hello, bot that's trying to get me viewers that I pay for or something. Get out of here. Thank you. Don't you guys love when that happens on Twitch every single night that I stream, even though I only stream for like an hour to 2 hours a night? You don't think New Horizons is... I did ban them, but the ban doesn't appear. The ban doesn't show up on the multi-chat. It just hangs out there for a while until you guys send enough messages to get rid of it. I hope you're right. Animal Crossing has such a big following that I feel like it would be silly of them to not make more Animal Crossing games. Like, why would you want to stop making games after it? Practice for your virus busting skills. Hey, Binder 2A. Isn't that the one I just said I could get from a mystery data? Or it was no, it was Binder 2T actually. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I need to not S rank everything, because I've been doing a lot of S ranks. keep the money, I think, honestly. It would be nice if they do make a new Animal Crossing game. Tool durability. Fair. Fair. Weapon durability in Tears of the or Breath of the Wild is one of those, and Tears of the Kingdom was one of those things where I was like, this is so annoying to deal with, and yet at the same time, it is so important to have in the game. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom would be way too easy if there was no weapon durability in them. Like if weapons lasted forever, those games would be way too simple. Probably not. I mean, unless the whole idea is that they want you to find the materials to make a new one, which, I mean, I guess, but do you really want to make the game more grindy than it has to be? Nintendo already has a few other games that are a little bit too grindy, like Pokemon, honestly. My favorite thing is when people talk about how much faster it is to make teams in Pokemon now, and they're like, oh, you could have a fully ready team in Pokemon in like 5 minutes now, and I'm just like, if you already have money on your account, sure, so you can buy all the mints and the vitamins and stuff. Blood Moon Ursaluna, that Jesus Christ. I actually have a 1-speed IV Blood Moon Ursaluna, and it took me a lot of attempts to get it. Golden tools? I don't know enough about... Like, I really don't know anything about Animal Crossing, but I will agree with what Professor just said. Golden tools sounds like they're really good and really rare, so yeah, they should not be able to break. I agree wholeheartedly. They break and you have to craft them, and I'm assuming that they're really, really good, but really difficult to make because they probably take like a lot of materials or something, in which case, yeah, they shouldn't break. You know what I did like about Breath of the Wild? The fact that you had weapon durability, which is really annoying, and like, not annoying, but like, you know, it's tedious. It means that there's something in the game that you need to manage. You need to manage the durability on your weapons. And that's not a bad thing, because the game is supposed to reward you for exploring. So when you go exploring areas with high-level enemies, you find better weapons. I think that's a great thing. And then they give you the Master Sword, and you're like, wait a second, the Master Sword is infinite uses? Like, it doesn't ever break? That's amazing. And we love it. I like the fact the Master Sword, you could just use it, and it's never going to break, so who cares about that? However, the Master Sword runs out of energy, which feels and when it runs out of energy, you can't use it for, I believe it's 10 in-game minutes. Or real-life minutes, or whatever. Do you know how fast 10 minutes goes by when you're playing Breath of the Wild? There have been so many times where I'm using the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, oh no, I lost my Master Sword, it broke. That sucks, I'm not going to be able to use it for forever. And then it feels like a minute later, it's back up, and I'm like, wait, it's been 10 minutes already? That's awesome. So I like that system. I think it could be interesting if it did something like that in Animal Crossing, where it's like, oh, your weapon or your tool ran out of durability. We need to stop using it for a little while so that, you know, so it doesn't break. When you're trying to terraform your town. I'm starting to remember why I hate mystery data grinding in this area specifically. Those green mystery datas in Yunland area are all over the place. They're very often viruses, and they very rarely give me the chips that I want. So you have to go running around looking for them first, and when you finally find them, there's no guarantee that they'll be what you want. See? This area sucks. All the other areas are like super simple, and the mystery datas are in good areas, but this one is just annoying. You get 2100 zennies, which is kind of nice. And then there's the one mystery data right here that you can't see from like the path. Even if you go to this corner, you can't see it, so you have to actually go into this little area to see that one's there. So annoying. And then the viruses spawn, because of course they do. I better not be a recovery chip. Okay, good. Hey, you guys remember when I was playing Wood Soul and the Billy virus had anti-wood and used it as I was using my Wood Tornado charge attack and then I died? You guys remember that? That was so much fun. Oh, that is very true. That is the nice thing about untraps. In Balor 4 specifically, untrap costing only 100 zennies is so nice. Wait, Gouda, were you here last night? Gouda, there was a worse way to die. I don't know if you saw it yesterday or not. With Medi SP. Yep. Yeah, that, I would argue that was the worst way to die. Because that not only got me killed, but it also embarrassed me by getting me killed by Medi. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad I figured out why it happens. Turns out it was in fact documented on Rockman EXE Zone, but I'm still gonna make a video about it because hello? I'm milking it. I want my $2 for making a video about that. If I even make that much. I feel like that's the only way to get deleted by Medi though, so, you know. If they didn't make that bug, Medi would never be able to delete anyone. Because she's just so weak and useless. Alright, Bamboo S. It's kinda cool that Sign Bamboo comes in the S code. Game I'm most hyped for is the game right now. The game that I'm most hyped for, I would say. You know what I'm actually hyped for? I am hyped for a Pokemon game. I just don't know when it's coming out. Pokemon Champions could potentially be really good. Because Pokemon Champions, I hope they don't screw it up, but there's a possibility that Pokemon Champions is basically gonna be like Pokemon Stadium. Yeah, like it might be similar to Showdown or Stadium. I think it would. I don't think they should do a battle simulator exactly like Showdown. Like they shouldn't have something where you could create your team in a similar style to Showdown. What they should do is just make. Hi, buddy. Hello, friend. What? I don't. Okay. I suppose we'll do this. Anyways, I was saying, I hope that they make Champions a Stadium-style game. Where just like in Stadium, I'm hoping that they... Birds! I don't like the birds. Ow! That's why we had to recover 120. It would be nice if it is a Stadium-like game where you can fight, you know, whatever, and if they make it connected to Pokemon Home. This is why I always lose to... Oh god, that's... yeah. The birds, man. The birds always get me. The birds, they always get me because they don't cause flashing. The fact that those stupid birds don't cause flashing is so terrifying. Yeah, it's funny how Pokemon can't do anything against Showdown because Showdown is too useful. There's nothing that Nintendo can do to make a game, or there's nothing that like Pokemon in general and Nintendo can do to make a game that would be as useful as Pokemon Showdown is, and so they can never like even try to shut it down. I think they're at least like clearly Nintendo and Pokemon really do like messing with things that try and compete with Pokemon, but they can't touch Showdown. I don't get those chips, Professor, because the only way to get those chips is by connecting to other players. So you have to go into comm here. Oh, of course Nintendo's aware of Showdown. How could they not be? Yeah, you have to go here into the comm, then you have to go to waiting room. Yeah, waiting room, private, public, whatever, local, whatever it is, right? You have to accept navies, and then you have to have another friend that, you know, has Balnark 4, and then the navies you have double souls for, you could send those navies into the other person's game. And then basically, you go to Higsby's and you do that free tournament thing in Higsby's. That's where you get the secret chips from. You have to go through a 3-round tournament, just like in the normal game, but there's no scenarios in between them. It's just match after match after match. The enemy navies work similarly to Dark Souls, where they will have all the programs that whoever like send them to you had equipped. So like if I have undershirt equipped when I send you my navies, the navies that you fight against will also have undershirt. And they'll use chips that I used a lot and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't like the implementation of the secret chips in this game. Like, I really don't like the way that the secret chips were implemented in this game. It is, kind of annoying. You only get one chip based on... exactly, that's another problem. You only get one chip based off the final opponents. Because you fought 3 enemies to get one chip, correct? And, to make matters worse, the chip that you get depends on your opponent's max HP based on how many HP memories they've gotten and whatnot. You will always get version 1 chips if your opponent, if they have, yeah, you only get 1 chip at a time. And, right now, my max HP, after collecting a bunch of HP memories, is 660. If your HP is from 1 to 399, or, let's put it this way, the navies you're receiving from someone. If someone has HP, this is only HP memories. This is disregarding HP plus programs that they might have equipped. It is based only on your HP memory and dark chip usage. If their max HP with only HP memories and dark chip usage is between 1 and 399, you will always get the version 1 secret chip. If their max HP is between 400 and 799, you will only get the version 2 chip. And if their max HP is between 700 and 999, you will always get the version 3 chip. So how do you get all 3 versions? Well, that's simple. They have to have 1000 max HP, which means having every single HP memory in the game and never using a single dark chip, which is easy enough. When that happens, the first time you beat a specific Navi, you will get the version 3 chip, one of them. The second time you beat that same... beat that same Navi, you will only get a version 2 chip. The third time you beat that specific Navi, you will only get their version 1 chip, which sounds great. This means you can get all 3 of them, right? But you cannot grind for chip codes on version 1 and 3 chips, because if their max HP is 1000, after it gives you the version 2 chip one time and the version 3 chip one time, you will only get the version 3 chip after that, no matter what. So it is super, super tedious and difficult to get version 1 and 2 secret chips in Balnark 4. It is stupid. Very bad, convoluted system. They could have, at the very least, made it so that those chips are also available via chip trading. but they did not do that, unfortunately. You can buy them at Higsy's shop, but, you know, again, you can't really grind for chip codes, unfortunately. Secret chips in this game are poo-poo. That's the one advantage, I think, to the Wii U version over the Legacy Collection as well, is that the Wii U version, I believe, gives you all the secret chips for free, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I don't know exactly how it works because I don't have a Wii U, so I don't know how the Wii U Virtual Console Battle.net games work, but I know that you can get the get them. Gunsoul EX is really easy to get though, because Gunsoul EX is available through a lotto number code. Yeah, Wii U you cannot do multiplayer in that battle. Yeah, which is the reason why, since there's no multiplayer capabilities, that's why they made it so that you could get the chips, yeah, for free. Otherwise, it would have been completely impossible to get those chips. But still, it's like, come on, you guys couldn't have just made it so that we get those chips whenever we want. The secret chips should have been easier to like obtain, honestly. But line F, I don't think I need that, right? Yeah, we don't need that. Oh, Battle.net 6 Legacy Collection. Oh yeah, we don't do that on the Battle.net 6 Legacy Collection. Wait, did I use? I did not. Okay, I didn't need Untrap there. Why did I use it? The thing about the Battle.net Legacy Collection is that it's obviously very easy to battle against people, but you need to be in like a Discord community or something. Yeah, they were actually kind of nice to us on the Virtual Console in that regard. Well, there's a reason why everyone uses Tango. Everyone uses Tango because Tango is actually useful, gives you access to everything immediately, allows you to connect to people to play PvP matches without lag, because I believe they use rollback netcode. So, I mean, Tango is just the best way to play PvP for Battle.net games. I think, you know what I think? I think it would be nice if there was a separate chip trader in the game somewhere. Maybe even in Higsy's shop. I think it would have been really cool to have a 10 chip trader in this game where after you've beaten after you've gotten one of the secret chips via the waiting room, you can now get it from that chip trader. I think that would be kind of interesting. But even then, you would have the limitation of, you know, if I can't get online with people, I can't get natties. I would love to do ROM hacks of Battle.net 4. If I had any knowledge on how to do ROM hacks whatsoever, I would definitely make ROM hacks of Battle.net 4 and make some of the double souls better. Patch cards that, honestly, that would have been too smart. Having patch cards that just straight up gives you the secret chips in Battle.net 4 makes so much sense. Battle.net 4 is not my favorite in the series. Battle.net 3 is my favorite in the series. You guys only think Battle.net 4 is my favorite because I play it the most. But I play it the most because there's so much content I can make out of this game. Battle.net 3 is my favorite, but Double Soul and Crosses are my favorite mechanics. Which is why I make so many videos about Battle.net 3, 4, about 4, 5, and 6 specifically. Bug Frag chip trader and under that area that straight up has a chance to give secret chips for each 5 bug frags. That would be nice. There was a lot of things they could have done. I personally think that the chip trading system should have been changed as well. The Battle.net 4 content farmer, right? Me and Zetsu both. Me and Zetsu just both abuse BN4 for content. I love it. Yeah, it's a virus. Alright, if I don't get this ship anytime soon, then I'm gonna just give up on this. I want the Zennies, honestly. It's not worth. I mean, it's worth it, but I don't want to go back to buy more on traps. So, okay. What else? No, don't. That was an accident. Are you kidding me? Bro, don't you guys love when you open a free mystery data and something a virus, and then the virus ends up being the SP dude? Yeah, they can be trap data. SP virus, SP navies. Alright, boy, stand on my grass panel. Come on. Good boy. Why did I walk into that bird? Don't propeller bomb me, dude. I don't like that. I mean, Fire Soul is pretty decent at fighting these guys, but uh-oh. I missed that one, though. No, he broke my black bomb. Get the birds away, bro. I just love when he knocks you back and forth. It's so much fun, dude. This is so enjoyable. Bird. At least Fire Soul can break the birds pretty easily. Go away. Get those birds out of my face. No! I hit the wrong button at the wrong time. No birds. No more birds. Shoo. I messed up and accidentally broke my program in advance, but he is a meme in the KNI dog community, isn't he? Birds are better than a dual laser. They are actually hard as not. It's a good thing that roll arrow charges fast enough there for me to be able to break the birds before they hit me. That was a huge help there. Anyways, hooray, we beat Windman. I only needed a 4th copy of his chip. Alright, what else should I grind for? I don't need to grind for Boba. Okay, I really wish I could have gotten another Thunder too, but it's not the end of the world. I don't need Wide Shot that badly. We're playing... Oh, wait. Oh. This is a program advance. I need this shit. Darn it. Alright, which Wide Shot 2 am I missing? Is it L code? It needs the EX virus. Alright, guys. Where does the EX version of this virus spawn? Man. Yeah, I'm missing L code, but where's the virus? Yeah, it's Trez time. I'm just letting you guys know that anytime I need to find a specific virus or battle chip and a specific code for that chip, I'm using Rockman EXE Zone. And anytime I'm giving information in my videos about the different double souls, about what things they can do and whatnot, I'm using the Rockman EXE Zone. This website is a godsend. I think when everyone struggles with BN4 is because they accidentally missed a PA component of tier 2 chips? Yes! And it is still possible to get them, however... Well, we're gonna do this again, hold on. Are you guys ready to see my screen again? You guys want to make fun of the bar I have at the bottom here? There we go. Screen recording. Hi guys, look, it's my OBS. There are you guys on the side over there. There's no desktop audio. There's no audio anymore. Say hi to yourselves. Look at all these amazing programs I have down here. Look, I have Project 64 here for, you know, Donkey Kong 64, and I have... Shh, don't worry about it. What's this? Oh, that's for cheating. Never mind. Okay, so I never even full screen this. Aren't there comps that act as time capsules for viruses? Yes. Do you guys remember in my Witzel run, which by the way, I just noticed today that I didn't name the video properly. I just left the name of the video that I had like saved on my computer. So I was not supposed to do. I just noticed that today. Remember how in the Woodsoul video I was able to get Side Bamboo 2 in game 1 because a virus showed up in the comp, in the, what's it called? The statue comp? Well, that's true for every virus. Let's take a look at right now. Where is the Lark virus? Lark. Okay, here's the Lark virus. It is always available in the card comp. Now, I'm assuming card comp is the place in Castillo Park, but whatever, that's fine. I can be wrong about that. Now, if we go down to Bark, the level 2 virus, we see that it is always available in the water comp. So if we go to the water comp, which is the water fountain in the Dendome, we are able to get Bark viruses, the level 2 version, in any game. It doesn't matter if you're playing game 1, 2, or 3, this virus will show up. However, as you guys can see, it will only show up 2.8% of the time. So it could show up at any time. It's extremely rare. And if you're missing the EX version, same thing. Water comp, 2.8%. So you can still get these chips in playthrough 3. But it's just, yeah, you need lock enemy for it, which is ridiculously annoying. Anyways, I need to find this guy is available in Undernet 1 and the Water God comps. So we're going to Undernet 1 right now, basically. I'm gonna keep this open in case I need it. We're gonna, hello, welcome back to OBS. Let's do this real quick. Switch. All right, we're back. Audio's back. Music's back. Hope you guys are enjoying the, you know, the music of your childhoods. All right, let's go to Undernet 1 and see if I could get. Do I have an Air Hockey 2i? That is an excellent question. Let's find out. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit for that one. Do I have Air Hockey 2i? I do! I have exactly one of them. Now here's the thing. Am I going to grind for more copies of this? Heck no. I don't think I've ever used the I code in this game a single time in my life. I don't think I ever plan on using it. K code I would consider, but don't know how many good chips come into K code in this game. I mean, Flameline 3, Keep Breath, and Element Flare are nice for Fire Soul, but I would prefer doing this. Wide Blade, Air Hockey, and Time Bomb would be better for Blue Moon. However, I mean, get on 1K is eh. What does the I code have in it? Garbage. Let's find out. Let's see. It has Thunder 3, Element. Okay, this is probably the best chip in that code. It has Thunder 3, it has Element Leaf, it has Air Hockey 2, it has Side Bamboo, it has Mocha Rush 1, Boy Bomb 2, okay, so V-Doll is good, I guess, and that's it. At least from what I have right now. So basically, yeah, like nothing. Like there's really nothing of value in the I code. Sorry, I was hovering over Holy Dream and it's an H code. H code's actually extremely good in this game. When I was like trying to come up with Gut Soul folders, and I realized that Magnum comes into H code, I decided to try making that H code folder, and I mean, Vulcan 2H is really good with Vulcan 2H is extremely good with Gut Soul, obviously. Thunder H for Elect Soul, so keep in mind that there's actually a lot of overlap between Gut Soul and Thunder Soul because they both benefit non-elemental chips in a way, with Gut Soul giving them plus 30 damage and Thunder Soul making them paralyzed. So Vulcan 2, Thunder 2H, Magnum, which is groundbreaking, Anti-Electric technically, like these are all pretty good for like H-Code. H-Code is pretty good in general. Holy Dream, also keep in mind that Holy Dream is a non-element chip, and Gut Soul is good because it gives non-element chips plus 30 damage as well. There's definitely more than what I had here. Yeah, this is not all of the I-Code chips. Remember, I'm on game 2 right now. There's probably some more chips from game 1 that I have not gotten. Or chip trading, correct. However, from what I see so far, I-Code, not the most exciting in this game. There's not even a Navi that you could use for like a Navi chip or something. J-Code? J-Code's actually kind of good. J-Code actually has the... Actually, no, it doesn't. Never mind, that's H-Code. J-Code is actually pretty decent though. I mean, Blizzard, Electshock, so you can play around with panels is pretty good. Variable Sword is really good. Air Hockey, I'm not going to say Air Hockey is bad. It's not. Big Hammer, if you can hit it, is kind of good as well. Boy Bomb is good for Junk Soul, obviously. I mean, recovery chips, I believe, yeah, Recover 300 comes in J-Code. So J-Code's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. Jealousy, I guess you could use Jealousy against some of the enemies in this game. You could use it against the heal Navis and the normal Navis, but I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage to them. So like J-Code is kind of interesting. K-Code, again, like I could see you doing Flameline 3, Heat Breath, and Element Flare. That's 12 chips right there that you can use for a Fire Soul folder. J for Junkman folder, correct. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, I've actually done that before. I've actually made a Junkman SP Junk Soul folder before that was using the Junkman J chip, Boy Bomb, Big Hammer, Rock Cubes, obviously, and like the whole point was to try to get full synchro, and then use the Junkman SP chip, which could actually do a lot of damage if you have a lot of obstacles on the field. But you know, K-Code also has No-Man, Anti-Fire is there for you to go into Fire Soul as well, so like K-Code looks like it could be pretty good for Fire Soul. Get on 1 is interesting also because I believe, I don't remember what codes, one of the secret chips, Aqua Up, the secret chip you get from Aquaman, it basically makes a water tower appear on cracked panels, and so that works really well with getting 1. I don't remember which codes they have in common now. L code, obviously, like just based on look at this: 4 Thunders, 4 Electshocks. Spreader can paralyze now. Element Sand can paralyze now. Mini Bomb can paralyze. This like L code would be really good for a Thunder Soul folder. Tornado. If an enemy is locked in place from you using Thunder Soul and then hitting them with an Elect or non-element chip, you have a guaranteed hit Tornado at that point. Light Sword is in this code, I believe. No area grab in this game in L code, unfortunately. L code was, or area grab in this game was E, M, and S code. Boomer and White Web means you have a really good wood code, like a wood folder in L code is pretty decent. Laserman, obviously, later on in the game, in game 3 post game, Laserman chip is L code as well. M code with Metal Man, but again, boom. Keeping in mind, well, there is Area Grab Star. However, I disregard Area Grab Star in Balance 4 and 5. Yeah, Hero is 100% right. It is so close to impossible to get Area Grab Star in Balance 4 and 5 that I just make the assumption that it's not obtainable, because Balnark 6, what's nice about Balnark 6 is that you can get Area Grab Star for free. Even if it's just 1 copy, you get 1 copy for free from doing the job requests. If you're playing on the English version as well, I got Area Grab Star in like super quick on my cartridge on the English version just from using the chip trader in Asterland, because the 3 chip trader in the English version of Battle X6 gives you Airy Web Star as well. But yeah, it's just. Oh, excellent. So non-dimming chips, basically what that means is, actually, here, let me see if I can show you. Do I even have any chips that cause dimming in this folder? I don't. I do. Okay. Alright, the best way to explain things sometimes is to demonstrate, even though it's totally not necessary. So technically, when you use a battle chip, some chips, like any Navi chip that you've used, they freeze time, right? Like time stops and the action of the chip like occurs, and then you go back to the game, right? So invis, for example, invis causes this like freezes time. So I'm gonna use invis here just as a demonstration, right? When I hit invis, the screen grays out. I hit the wrong button there. The screen, you can see it grayed out, right? Until I forgot about this. The screen was grayed out until the invis activated. Whereas my other chips, if I use my heat shot, my heat V, whatever, right? These don't freeze time. So non-dimming means any chips that don't freeze time, like Hero said. Which any double soul or cross in Valorant 6 that charges chips does not work on any chips unless like that freeze time. Non-dimming means that they are not freezing time. No, that's okay. Like that's what we're here for. We help each other. You ask a question, I answer the question. I am more than happy to answer the question. There is no need to apologize for asking. I am always more than willing to clarify those things. Did I just get flame what? Huh. That explains where I got that from. That's nice. Flameline 3K. I'm over here talking about Flameline 3 and how I can make a K code folder for Fire Soul, and the game is like, here you go. I said I was going to. Okay, let me not equip the. I was about to equip the fish program. Let's maybe wait until we are not in Charo area to do that. Alright. I need to go here. So yeah, the thing is that a lot of the double souls that like affect the damage of chips, they generally affect the damage by like a lot of the ones that like charge chips. Oh yeah, and Valorant 4, 5, 6, yeah, time freezing chips are you have to be careful with them because of countering, which is very prominent. Sometimes you make boo-boos like me. Time freeze counter, yeah, that's what that is. What was I talking about just now? I'm so distractible. Yeah, so like for example, Fire Soul, right? Invis, grays the screen, freezes time. Now, chips like Fire Soul, for example, Fire Soul basically what it does is I can charge a fire chip in order to turn it into that flamethrower that goes down the entire row and does 150 damage. However, you can't do that on a chip. You can't charge chips that freeze time, basically. At least not in Valorant 4 and 5. In Valorant 4 and 5, you can't charge chips that freeze time. And so any of the double souls that increase the damage of the chips by charging them cannot charge and modify time freezing chips. Ooh, custom sword B, that's kind of nice. So Metal Soul, for example. Metal Soul lets you charge it lets you charge breaker type chips to double their damage. I can charge Air Hockey to double its damage with Metal Soul. I cannot charge the Metal Man chip, which freezes time. I also cannot charge. Wait, this is what I needed. I also cannot charge the... I need to set L code. No! I cannot charge the Metal Man chip. Another chip that freezes time, by the way, which is so unfortunate that it freezes time. Big Hammer chips freeze time. You cannot charge Big Hammer chips to double their damage with Metal Soul because they are time freezing chips, and it is so unfortunate because those chips have big damage number. And it would be so much fun to be able to do that. I never bought any of these. I mean, I did buy Northwind, but let's buy these HP memories. Can I do it? I do it. Yeah, let's do that. Now my HP is 740. I had all that money, I might as well use it. Oh, it would be a little game breaking if you could charge Navi chips for double damage. This is also part of the reason why Gut Soul in particular is so good. Part of the reason why Gut Soul is so good is because it doesn't charge chips, it just immediately gives them an additional 30 damage. So Gut Soul's plus 30 does affect Navi chips. So the Guts Man chip, the Video Man chip, the Kendo Man chip all get extra damage from Gut Soul because you don't charge them. You just get plus 30. Correct. Gut Soul and Erase Cross are the only ones that increase time freeze chip damage. Very, very accurate statement. Alright, time to burn stuff though. Ouch. That hurts. Oh hey, I got the white shot that I needed. I just didn't get it in the right code. I have a way of S ranking these guys. I don't have the Sparkman chip, do I? I think I might. Actually, hold on. I do have Sparkman, but I don't have Sparkman SP. Honestly, I recommend playing both versions. Like, Balnark's 4, 5, and 6. I'm not going to say this for Balnark 3, but definitely for Balnark's 4, 5, and 6. Generally, you want to play both versions at some point because they do feel like completely different games. Even though it's the exact same game. Don't you love when they just immediately fire off? No, I don't actually. Hey, there's the L code chip I needed, by the way. Alright, let's look at L code again and see if there's any folder I would want to make with it that uses a wide shot. You know what would be nice? Aqua Soul with L code is actually not bad because of wide shot too, and this bad boy over here. But I would go so far as to say that for Red Sun, I don't think I need another copy of Wide Shot 2. I don't see myself using Wide Shot 2, honestly. Alright, let's be honest here. Gut Soul and Metal Soul are the same Double Soul. They do the same thing, basically. Just in different ways. Gut Soul and Metal Soul in the anime serve the exact same purpose, I would say. But you can theoretically say that Metal Man and Metal Soul are stronger. I mean, just look at Balnor 4 with their charge attacks. Gut Soul does 60 damage with his charge attack, but Metal Soul does 150 damage with its charge attack. So Metal Soul is like physically stronger. In terms of their actual abilities, I think that you can argue Gut Soul is better because note, even though it's less damage potential technically with only plus 30 damage, that plus 30 damage does not require a charge. And that plus 30 damage works on the Video Man chip. We love the Video Man chip. Alright, what's the next chip I need? What is the next chip I need to start grinding for? Hey look, I already have all the White Shot 3s. Tank Gut Soul's Punch push a rock cube for 200? Yes. You know what else it could push for damage? Old Man's cubes. It does in fact push cubes for damage. Okay, remember guys, I have Flameline 2D already. It's in my folder. It's just in my folder. I have 4 copies of it in my folder. And I could get these off of Mystery Datas, but I believe I can also get them off of the virus fight, so I don't need to spend the time getting them off of Mystery Datas. Let me just confirm that I'm correct. You get it from Valgear viruses. Yep, I'm correct. Okay. So we don't need to grind for that. Fine. Blizzard. JNV. Blizzard you get from weather viruses. You get JNV in this game. H code Blizzard is in Blue Moon only, so that's fine. Weather EX gives you the star code of it, which is only available in BN4. Push Lance, Spawn Guardian, deal 4k damage. Jesus Christ. Well, clearly someone has been watching Zetsu's videos talking about how to use your Lance chip. I feel like I don't need Electroshock and J code, right? Like, it's available off of Winger viruses. L code comes in S code, but I could get that in Game 3 off of Sharo area Mystery Datas. I don't think I need J code that bad, so no, we're not gonna do that. Wood Powder. Wood Powder is from the Wonder virus, which I think is more of a Game 3 virus. And I can only get it in T and W codes or F code. Only from chip traders. Oh, and star code. I need to get this thing in star code if I can. Right, I shouldn't care. Okay, chips that are a little bit easier to get in star code, I shouldn't worry so much about getting them into regular codes. Okay, we have all the Twin Fangs we need. Alright, there it was. Twin Fang 2.0, that's what I needed. Which requires the Walland EX virus. Which is obtainable in Meteor Comps. 20%. Hey, Aquaman. You are correct. I think Element Flare sucks. Because the only way for you to successfully use Element Flare is either to use it with Wind Soul or to be in Invis state. Where's like, what was I gonna do? Oh, no, not Metopia. You want to fight Walland EX. Oh, hey, I haven't done this yet in this game. No, you can't use Fire Soul. If you step on a lava panel with Fire Soul, you will... Fire Soul's not that bad. Fire Soul's actually pretty good. I'm using Fire Soul right now, actually. Fire Soul's decent. The real issue is that you can't actually do that with Fire Soul because when you step on lava panels with Fire Soul, it uses up the lava panel to heal you. Alright, please give me the Walland EX. Do I have to get a S rank on this, or... In order to get O, I need a S rank on them, which is doable. Got him. Let's go. Look at me beating up the stupid shrimp dudes. Oh yeah, Fire Soul has a built-in heal. By stepping on lava panels, you get plus 50 HP. You heal 50 HP. The only ways to use Element Flare on a lava panel to empower it is actually to have either Wind Soul or to have the Air Shoes program. Yeah, Float Shoes. Sorry, you're right. Float Shoes. Wind Soul does give Float Shoes, yes. Element Sand is... Yeah, I get... Oh, wait, hold on. I was gonna say Element Sand at least lets you, like, paralyze with, That's where Spin Red was this whole time? Dude, that would've been so useful a long time ago. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna find these guys. Yeah, you do have to do a lot of setup for Element Sand. But if you could pull it off... That's also why Element Sand is the one that does the most damage. Element Sand does 120 damage per hit because it's the hardest one to actually like land hits on. And poor shrimps. I'm bullying them. If I see the Walland EX virus, I need to pay attention to which element viruses spawn with it. Correct. Battle 5 lotto codes had all the spin programs. Battle 4, you have to make sure you got all your mystery datas in every playthrough. If you missed a mystery data in one of the playthroughs, sucks to suck. We love Battle 4 for that reason. Battle 4 would have been such a... I don't know. Battle 4 would have been so much better, but the fact that I have to play through it 3 times is annoying. I'm gonna do a Dark Soul playthrough of 4 eventually. I'm just trying to finish all my other Double Soul playthroughs first. You guys? Yeah. Battle 4 Sandpit Tornado is so nice. Do you guys remember how you could do the same thing in Battle 5 with any element or any panel type? It doesn't have to, like, you could do it with sea panels, ice panels, grass panels, lava panels, magnet panels, all of them double damage a tornado in Battle 5. Bro. Okay, you know what? Do you guys want to know how dumb I am? I forgot I have the fish programming right now. And I couldn't run away, and I didn't want to deal with that fight just now. Okay. Also, just as a heads up, I am leaving in 10 minutes because it's already getting late. Here's the thing. Dark Souls aren't actually that, like, doing a Dark Soul run, it could be fun, I'm sure. I'm gonna do it, and if I enjoy it, I'll do it more often in the future and whatnot, but there's too much of a drawback. Oh. Hello, MagTech DX. There's too much of a drawback to doing Dark Soul runs and not enough upside. '23 survival battle scenario. Christ. Dude, I hate Water God so much. It is so bad. You're forced into multi-battles like 4 separate times in that scenario. It is so stupid. Anubis is fun to mess with. Yeah, but why use Anubis when you could just use Poison Arrow? Or Poison Pharaoh, rather. Which, unlike Anubis, is not a dark program in advance, so... Dang it. Actually, to be fair, Anubis was, that's true, they do get rid of iframes. I forgot about, wait. I don't remember Anubis doing that, honestly. Well, that's stuff for me to consider when I do my Dark Soul run. Where are my stupid Walla viruses? Alright, let's hope that the MagTech just decides to step up. Or not MagTech, the Wonder Virus decides to do exactly that when I messed up. I would get the perfect setup and mess it up because I'm an idiot. Like that would happen to me. No, don't confuse me. Dude. This is why we need Fire Soul active at all times. I'm bad at the video game. Hooray! We did it. I mean, I would argue that the other drawback is the fact that in order to use Anubis in the first place and Element Dark in the first place, you literally need to have used Dark Tips, which means that your health has to be less than maximum. That's the downside. The reason I've never used Dark Mega Man while playing this game is because I don't want my HP to drop. Why would I want my HP to go down to less than max? I need you to not step on that, dude. Come on. Yeah, but HP plus Navi customized programs take up a lot of space in the Nav customizer. Keep in mind that in Battle 3, or sorry, 4 rather, keep in mind there's Battle 4 where you can't compress programs, and you also can't put programs off of the grid the way you can in Battle 6. So Navi customizer is really nerfed in this game. The only program that's like smaller than it should have been in this game is Bug Stop, which is nice, but it's not enough. Is it possible for me to S rank this? I don't think it is. But we'll do this anyways. Yeah, it's not supposed to go below 500. So here's the fun part. You are right. Your max HP when you are using your max HP when you are using Bug Stop is not supposed to go below that much, but the game is kind of bugged in that regard, and every time you start a new game, it resets your counter for how much HP you've lost, so it is actually possible to go down to 1 as your max HP. If you play the game over and over again and keep using dark chips, it is possible to have a max HP stat of 1, which is hilarious. The game is held together by hopes and prayers. Yeah, this game is a textbook definition of spaghetti code. Capcom knew what they were doing with this game, that's for sure. I also don't need to S-rank this fight, but it would help if I do. Step up. Step down. Step up. Step up. Come on. Step down. Dude, why are you not cooperating? On the plus side, you don't have to worry about HP bugs. True. My buster rank was too low there. I need a buster rank of... Am I ever gonna do an O code folder? Let's check that next. I feel like O code works in Blue Moon because of Side Bamboo O, but I don't. I mean Vulcans both come in O code. How do you get those? Hold on. Gotta go all the way back up to the Vulcans now and see how do you get Vulcan O. It's a blue mystery data for Vulcan 3. God, those are both chip traders. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, I'm not doing an O code folder then in this game, so I just need 1 copy of this chip. The bully did, yeah, the Billy did try it again, but I'm not playing Blue Moon this time, so I don't care. Can we try this one more time now? Let's try this again. Please step up. Thank you. Please tell me that this is my point bang. No, don't do that to me. Game. Rude. Dude, if I just got heat, if I get heat thread, that's so good. Why is the S code broken almost every game? That, my friend, is the right question to ask. Wait, they can use anti-navi in this game? What if I didn't know that? I knew that they could use anti-chips, but I didn't know they used anti-navi. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, thank you, game. Alaric 1 has Darkman, Skullman, Bodyguard, and oh, Shadowman. God damn it! Again, Life Sword. True. I'm gonna make a video about yes, exactly that. I'm going to make a video about how it's kind of overtuned in Battle 4 or 5 rather. That's a double delete. Please tell me I get mine. Please, please, please. Yay! We did it. That's the only copy of that I needed. I don't care about more of them because I'm not going to do it. I'm not using that for anything other than Program Advance. I'm not making an O code folder in this game. Element Flare is Cockapoo. Stone Man, that's right. I forgot about Stone Man. Stone Man, Shadow Man, Shark Man, Skull Man. Listen. If you want a folder full of nabbies, that's what you do. You play Valor 1 S code. Oh, and Liberation Mission, range is very important. Or breaker type chips sometimes. S code is OP in Valor 5 though, for sure. Oh, like almost, yeah, you're right. Almost every single chip had at least one variant in S code. I'll go into it right now. Just give me a second. Element Flare. Do I care about Element Flare? Is that like an important thing that I like want more copies of? The K code of it is Blue Moon, so I would have to chip trade for that. N code I have a bunch of. The P code you get from El Emperor level 7 to 10. El Emperor is in game 3. It does show up in game 3, it's just very rare. Okay. So it's possible to get this ship. El Emperor 5 can also drop Element Flare and P code. So I'm not worried about getting those anytime soon. Well, technically, okay. So here's the thing with Valor 5. Technically, it's not that there's 4 Navi chips that come into S code. It's technically that each game, each version has 3 Navi chips in that code. Alright, we don't need Element Flare. We are not playing Blue Moon, so I don't think I really care about Element Ice either, but, you know, Element Ice V code is very nice to have, and I already have a bunch of them. I don't care about Element Leaf. I would care about Element Leaf if it was in the D code, but I believe that one is dropped in Blue Moon only, so that's a chip trader thing. This is good music. I do approve of it. Element Sand A would be kind of nice to have a few copies of. It's from El Emperor 4. Okay, well. El Emperor 4 does show up mostly in this playthrough, but I don't think I care enough about Element Sand. I have my Magbolts already, right? Like that's Magbolt, ECB, EF. Why am I missing Magbolt F? And do I care enough? Correct. You have Big Noise, which uses the Shademan chips. Larkman's program advance was called Wildbird, I think. Yeah, it was Wildbird. Hot Body 3 comes in that code. Hold on. We're gonna this is gonna be the last thing I do tonight. Let's just real brief. And I'm gonna make this is gonna be one of the one of my episodes of Folder Decoder is going to be a special episode where I talk about S code in Valorant 5 and how that code is in Valorant 5 specifically is just completely overtuned. Let's real quick go here.
We got this.
If you haven't used the Hot Body chips, I highly recommend it. First off, I might already have. I don't have an S code. Okay, here it is. Okay, I do actually. Okay, S code in this game contains Mark Cannon 1, which if you're playing Team Proto Mantis, is good for Search Soul. Area Grab, Super Vulcan, Shademan, obviously, which we talked about. Pulsar 3, which is used for the program advance. Well, we're just switching to Valorant 5 for like the last 2 minutes. Yeah, Super Vulcan was S in this game. Yes. I know. Exactly. You know what else comes in S code in this game? Like, look at this. Everything. Pulsar 3, which is for program advance. Wide Shot 3 comes in the S code. Actus Ball 2 comes in the S code. Static comes in the S code if you want to do a Dark Run, but I think you can only get the 1 copy outside of chip trading. Using chip traders. Geyser comes in the S code. Life Sword, of course, comes in the S code. Katana 1. So, you know, this is very good for Proto Soul. Katana 1 is for the program advance for Wildbird. Drill Arm 2 comes in the S code, which is great for Night Soul, which, you know, again, you know what else comes in the S code? Area Grab. Drill Arm. area grab, combo. You know what else comes in the S code, by the way? They nerfed this chip in this game for a reason. And this is the reason, I think, is because they knew that this and this, with Night Soul, was going to be stupid. So they knew what they were doing. Side Bubble comes in the S code. Super Shaker 3 comes in the S code. Wood Nose 3 comes in the S code. Boy Bomb 1 in the S code. Area Grab we already talked about. Barrier comes in the S code, which is, you know, whatever. Anti-Wood comes in the S code. Sanctuary is S code. Searchman is S code. Shadow Man, if you're playing the other version of the game. By the way, I don't have Hot Body 3S apparently, but that comes in the S code. Yeah. Best code other than S in Valor 5? My money for best code other than S code is either... Okay, so A code A code always looks like it's really interesting because there's a lot of chips, but I don't know if you can like make a cohesive folder out of the chips in that folder, so I don't want to say A code really. Same goes for like, I mean B code can be kind of interesting. There's a lot of good codes in Valor 5. B code could be pretty interesting. C code I like a lot actually in Valor 5. C code has Pulsar 3 as well. Electrial is a really good chip obviously. Moonblade, if you're playing Team Proto Man, sword, longsword, Moonblade, that's all you need. Moonblade is all you need. This is guaranteed 260 damage if you're using Proto Soul. Scully is a really good chip. It's a bunch of damage, but it confuses, which is really fun. Airspin is okay. Hot Body 2, Custom Volt, Asteroid 3, which is used for Program Advance. C code for Kernel, C code for Cosmo Prism, which is just Gator at home. Like C code, Cloudman SP is a really, really good chip if you know how to use it properly. So C code is very good. D code also extremely good. You have access to, again, Mark Cannon is good for Search Soul. Tornado. You have Pile Driver with Gun Soul 3 and Django chips. Tornado comes into D code, which is really, really good for Gyro Soul. C Seed, but that comes from Star Code, so whatever. Yo-Yo, if you're using Gyro Soul, that gets double damage, so it's 100 per hit. Aqua Whirl and Super Shaker is technically a combo. Mud Wave, if you want to use that, honestly, is doable. Life Aura comes in decode in this game. North Wind, which is really good for dealing with base, which is why when I fought base XX in this game, I used decode Tornado Gyro Soul to beat him. North Wind, and then just hit him with a Tornado. That Phoenix, or Phoenix, depending on which version you're running, both come in decode. E-code is actually kind of good for, I talked about it in my Aqua Transformation video. Toadsoul is pretty good with E-code. But again, Moonblade is here. Protosoul, very good. F-code. Someone mentioned F-code in the chat. I don't remember who. Hero said F-code in the chat as well. F-code slaps in this game. Like, dude, Mark Cannon 2, which, again, good for Search Soul, but it's also part of the Program Advance. Wide Shot 2. I mean, Wide Shot's just nice because it's reliable. Aqua Whirl creates Aqua Panels. Fire Body. Fire Hit and Hot Body is kind of nice for both Napalm and Tomahawk Souls. Circle Gun, again, is good for Search Soul. Boy Bomb is kind of nice, I guess. Metagel, Sealed Panels, of course, and Gridman is pretty strong. Base comes in F-code. Why do I hate Medisoul? Because it's not consistent. Yeah, there's a lot of good codes in Valor 5. I would say that the best one other than S code is a toss-up between L code. Definitely a toss-up between L and maybe R. Like, actually maybe R. Arco does have a lot of nice chips. Black Bomb, Hot Body would be really good for Napalm Soul. Tornado comes in Arcode, which is always a really good chip. Meteors actually is really good with Napalm Soul because Napalm Soul. Also, guys, we forgot to mention that when we were talking about time freezing chips earlier, we said that Gut Soul and Erase Cross were the only ones that can increase damage on time freezing chips. So it's Napalm Soul. Napalm Soul gets plus 40 to all fire chips. I guess Electrial 3 comes in our code. Toadman is just better, Medi, that's true. Professor is 100% right on that. Medisoul's only good quality is White Capsule. The fact that they're randomized really hurts. White Capsule, you have a 32.5% chance of getting, I believe it was. If you guys, I did make, you know what? Let's shameless plug. If you guys haven't seen this video yet, let me real quick. Hold on. Let me just really briefly. Let me shameless plug real quick. It's an old video by now, but old videos are still good videos. This one had 1,600 views, and I'm very happy about it. Here you go, guys. Here you go. If you guys haven't seen it yet, there you go. You watch that video. That video will explain to you exactly why Medisoul is poop, but why she did something good for Balmark 6. Shameless. Just like honestly, Medisoul, it's the fact that it's random. It's the fact that which capsules you get is completely random. I've talked about this on stream before, where I have said that if you want Medisoul to be good, what Capcom should have done with Medisoul was you can pick which capsule you're using, but you're limited to one color per turn, or like each color you can only use once per turn. So I can choose on whatever chip I want to use White Capsule, but I can only use White Capsule one time that turn, and then the second capsule would have to be one of the other ones. That's the first thing that they needed to do with Medisoul to make it useful. Guarantee that I could get the White Capsule. And the second thing that they should have done is fix the purple capsule so it actually works. It's funny because they actually fixed the concept of the purple capsule got fixed in Balmark 6, because Erase Cross, when enemies have a 4 in their HP, viruses get instantly deleted, and Navis get an HP bug. That's what purple capsule should have been. Purple capsule should have been that the HP bug works on Navis. Like, the fact that purple capsule is literally PvP only, but you could get it in casual play. I don't like how it takes up a chip slot in 6. I think that's fair. I think White Capsule taking up a chip slot is actually a fair thing in Balmark 6. It's balanced. Her Chaos Unison is borderline useless? Correct, because all it does is give you a 1000 healing. And you get to use it. You can use the capsules. I believe you can use the capsules. It's just for one turn you can use the capsules. That's true, it does replace Blinder. They do have the same effect in a way. Nope, purple capsule doesn't work for anything. It's stupid. You forgot Blinder was a thing? So do I all the time. It's funny because the Blinder chip actually has such a good use, but I never end up using it. Anyways, best chip code in Balmark. This one, 5. I think it's L code. I have an L code folder right now. Like, why have I chosen 4 as my go-to game? Let me show you. If we go here, if we look at the patch cards, you will notice that there is no section here that says double soul. However, if I go into Balmark 4, wrong thing.
You were awesome.
if I go into Valor 4... Also, I'm like one of the few people that doesn't hate on Valor 4 incessantly because this was the first one I owned as a kid, so I have a soft spot for this game. I know it's not perfect, but I do have a soft spot for Valor 4, but here, this is why. The fact that Valor 4 has the patch cards to permanently keep you in a double soul is the reason why I mostly have been doing Valor 4 content. It's the fact that I can use these patch cards to activate a permanent double soul and also give myself an HP bug at the same time, allowing me to do those mono soul challenges for Valor 4. That's why I've mostly been focusing on 4. That doesn't mean I'm only playing Valor 4. I do plan on doing challenge runs with like limited folders in the other games as well. But for now, I'm doing mostly 4. And once I've exhausted all the double souls and the dark soul run, then I'm going to start focusing on the other ones more. I have no idea what I'm doing for Junk Soul Run. Do not tell me you're excited for it, because I have no idea what's going to happen. That one's going to suck. Anyways, guys, it's getting late. I do have to go. I mean, I played Valor 3 first, quote unquote. My first experience with Valor games was in elementary school on a field trip. Someone on the bus had Valor 3 and they were in the post game, and so I was fighting the time trials and I was like, wow, this is fun even though I'm dying over and over again. And then that was like right before Valor 4 came out, so when I went to the store to buy a Valor game, I was like, oh, Valor 4, this is a new one. This one, let's buy this one because it's newer. So I owned Valor 4. And then I got Valor 5 when that one came out, and then I did not get Valor 6 when that game came out because I didn't have money for it. But my next door neighbor got Valor 6 and he let me borrow it sometimes. Anyways, yeah, it's getting late. I gotta go, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna continue Valor 4, I think, tomorrow. We're gonna collect a few more chips and hopefully start game 3 tomorrow. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. As always, I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll play some more Valor 1. We're probably gonna do Valor 6 next week. I think next week we're doing a casual 6 run because I need to record footage for one of my videos that I'm working on. Anyways, have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being here again, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys.